Good evening from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, just off of I-94 from Wisconsin State Fair Park for the Milwaukee's Best 250 at the Milwaukee Mile. As we bring you here the Gears Cup Series only on the Horseboat Network. Again, thank you for joining us. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. the Horseboat. Let's take you out on the track. Well, they got about 4 minutes and 30 seconds of practice time here left. Take you around. Happy to have you along on the ride as you see a little practice between Cody Johnson and Michael DeWalt. Gives me a good moment here to get into my points. But again, so happy to have you along with us tonight. Two different winners from the Daytona 250 have Lucas Reed. Last week's winner, Dakota Long. Dakota Long is in attendance tonight, as well as Lucas Reed. So I'm looking forward to seeing both of them in action here when we come to qualifying here with the less than 355 before that. Turn around now and take you into the points. Perrin Huggins still holding down that lead as we go into week 3 with Brian Lucan and Lucas Reed right on his tail. Again, the season's early. A lot of things could change. Matt Lavallee, Mike DeWalt, Sean Anderson, Kyle Munson, Nathan Fuller, Dakota Long, and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., your top 10. Take a look at that there. Give you a moment, and that's following Chicagoland. Again, a great race last week. One that's kind of set up here tonight. A lot of potential, as it were. Perrin Huggins dominating as far as sessions. He has won 3 stages here this season so far. Also a pole. Last week's fastest lap was by Matt Lavallee. Take you back out on the track. Looks like that is the number 2 of Ryan Von Henschel. .230 here left to go. We got a long season. Like I said, Watkins Glen is going to be next week for the Rocket League 100 boost. It's going to be a great one. Let's break it down here real quick for tonight's Cup Series at Milwaukee for the Milwaukee's Best 250. At 250 laps, stage breaks is going to be at lap 100, and stage 2 is only going to be 25 laps past that point with the finale of lap 250. They're going to get one fast repair. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I haven't started drinking yet here today. One fast repair, 6 tire sets, and 50% fuel capacity. Damage will be on. Cautions will be on. The auto-generated weather will be on as well. And the setup that we are using is Richmond's. Next gens don't go to Milwaukee, so we kind of had to get creative. Richmond seemed like the good option in practice. And thank you if you're hanging out, lurking in the chat. Happy to have you along for the ride. Again, if you're interested in joining the Gears Cup Series, all you need is a C-Class license. That's all that's required. League ID is 9223. We have a few positions left to go. Give us a shout via email, gearsracingleague@gmail.com. See if you can join our Discord. That link may need to be updated there. Or just reach out through the league ID and apply. And we'll get you set up the rest of the way. We have a good turnout here tonight. Looks like about anywhere between 13 to 15 drivers. Kind of expected that for Milwaukee Mile. This track is harder than a lot of people can handle. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all my friends out there hanging out. It's going to be a great evening. We'll give these guys a moment to get situated. Turn up the volume here on the next gen cars. Hope y'all are enjoying some qualifying here. Looks like Nate Fuller is going to be the man on a mission so far, but Perrin Huggins is going to take that over real quick. Coming out of four, nice and steady as she goes. That 8 car is a force to be reckoned with in this league for sure. Perrin Huggins, our current pole sitter. See what Mike DeWalt has in store. Hugging that wall. Down to the inside again. Milwaukee doesn't have much banking. Cars tend to want to slide out from underneath you. Get real tight. Looks like Huggins and Long are on the front row. See who else is going to qualify to take a lap. Looks like it's going to be Cody Johnson. Taking that high line. See how that works out for him again. Milwaukee Mile, not the easiest of tracks to run. So if you haven't put the time in and at least getting at least 100, 150 laps underneath you so you can see how everything works with the setup that is Richmond, you may not really know until you get out here how she rolls. That looks like to be our final qualifier, is it's going to bump him up to 6th. Some guys not really in the mood, apparently, for that. And once we get the timer to go down here, we will get to racing. So again, so happy to have you along with us. I am the Horse Boat, a.k.a. Tom Torrey. Ready to get wild here on St. Patrick's Day for the Gears Cup Series, Milwaukee's Best 250. Let's break down the grid as you see on your screen for tonight's race. Perrin Huggins and Dakota Long on the front row there with Nate Fuller and Mike DeWalt in the second row. Third row is Tyler Steiner and Cody Johnson. Then you have Sean Anderson and Lucas Reed. Then Ryan Von Henschel and Jonathan Stevens. Then let's see here, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. and Matt LaValle.
Welcome, everyone, to Milwaukee's Best 250 here at the Milwaukee Mile. Thank you for your attendance. We have 250 laps here, so it's going to be a long one, so try to just stay calm, keep with it. It's going to be a long race. Stage 1 is 100 laps, so it will become official coming to the lap 101. Stage 2 is only 25 laps. It becomes official coming to lap 126. And then you have another 125 laps to finish out the race for a total length of 250, as I said before. There is no wall riding, so be careful with that. We will hand out penalties if we see it. Other than that, everybody have a good race and clean race. Try to, take it easy through the corners. It's going to be a long one, so just stick with it. Good luck.
Wise words from Race Control. And we're going to get going here in just a moment.
Anybody got me?
Again, Perrin Huggins and Dakota Long on the front row. Give you a little race info before you break this down. What's going on here today? Waiting for Dakota Long to grid up. Hopefully he'll get there. Nope, that's going to bump up Nate Fuller. So we have a little recent change here before we get going. Nate Fuller going to possibly be in second. We'll see.
Grid up here, guys. Hurry up. We're going green, half a lap.
Pace car lights are off.
Green flag, green flag.
We are racing. The Milwaukee's Best 250 underway for the Gears Cup Series. Perrin Huggins right out the box. Got a 2-car length lead. We have side-by-side action. Turns through 1 and 2. Looks like pretty clean. Perrin Huggins is going to lead lap 1 of 250. Yeah, everybody off to a good start. That's exactly what you want to see in the beginning here. Got some exciting action here. LaValle and Von Henschel battling, looks like, for 7th and 8th. Sean Anderson right there with Tyler Steiner. 1 and 2. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. sitting right in 9th right there, just settling in. It's going to be a long race, as our race control said. So I don't foresee anything crazy happening, especially here. Thank you, GSL Racing Live. Appreciate the love and the warm words here for this evening. In Perrin Huggins, Nate Fuller, Mike DeWalt, Tyler Steiner, and Cody Johnson, your top 5. Perrin Huggins and Nate Fuller have gotten out to a pretty sizable lead. show some love here to Parent Huggins, your leader. You get to know him a little bit better. That's what you know. He's a Cup Series driver. That's all you need to know. But he has led the entire way here so far. Nate Fuller and Parent Huggins have quite the rivalry so far in the first 2 weeks of the series. And honestly, I hope it carries out all season long. Makes for good TV. Yeah, Huggins and Fuller really have this Richmond setup down pretty well. Got Huggins, Fuller, DeWalt, Steiner, and Johnson. Again, still your top 5 as they've gotten spread out. Let's go to some more exciting action. Looks like between Von Henschel and Fitzpatrick. Jonathan Stevens there as well. Looks like Lucas Reed, I believe, with the festive Shamrock car. Like that. And Dakota Long, last week's winner from Chicagoland. Nothing crazy happening so far. As we're going to be going across the lap 8. Parent Huggins has led the whole way. Again, you are watching the Gears Cup Series. We're going to go multi-gyro cam and crank this bad boy up. Between Jonathan Stevens and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. You have Huggins, Fuller, DeWalt, Steiner, and Dakota Long, your top 5, with Cody Johnson, Sean Anderson, Matt LaValle, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., and Jonathan Stevens in your top 10. Again, so happy to have you along for the ride. Show some love here to Matt LaValle. Up and coming driver here in the Gears Cup Series. Give a shout out to Sean Anderson as well. Mr. Anderson in that Coors Light Toyota Camry. Sharp looking son of a gun, as always. Again, Huggins, Fuller, DeWalt, Steiner, and Long, your top 5. You see the live intervals now. As we now have SDK for our ticker, and we're so happy to have it. Thankful to the guy, Jeremy Robbins, making that happen for us. Big shout out to him. "15 laps in. We got about 85 laps to go before our first stage 1 conclusion. Not much to speak of as far as accidents. Everybody has minded their P's and Q's. Looks like Huggins, Fuller, and DeWalt just coming out of 2. The last place car is just crossing the finish line, so still a long way to go, obviously. Tires are going to be an issue as long as this one stays green. So we'll get to see a little bit of strategy play out, and I think that's important. This pit lane at the Milwaukee Mile is going to be a little tricky to get into. See, looks like a battle between Cody Johnson and Sean Anderson. Matt LaValle in the Mobile 1 Ford Mustang there as well. Not much happening at the moment. But like I said, once they start to pit, it's going to get wild. And it looks like we're going to have some action up front with Nathan Fuller. Nate Fuller there, hometown of Elgin, South Carolina. And he's a Gears Cup Series driver, among other things. Drives in multiple leagues. I've had the pleasure of racing with him. Definitely a good driver. And that U.S. Army Toyota Camry. Again, him and Perrin Huggins have had a little bit of a rivalry here, which I have certainly enjoyed. I've really been vocal about that, I think, to the admin team. I love a good rivalry. Creates good drama. Especially between two really good drivers that can contend for the championship. Another man right there in that position, as you see, is Michael DeWalt. Coming out of the Midwest from Peoria, Illinois. Very talented Cup Series driver. Next-gen cars were an easy adjustment for him. As you see, as he's rolling around in 3rd place, out on a Sunday cruise. Coda Long just coming out of 2 there. Again, our Chicagoland winner with a High Point 200. See if his luck plays out well here tonight. You got Huggins, Fuller, DeWalt, Long, and Steiner, your top 5. Cody Johnson, Sean Anderson, Matt LaValle, Jonathan Stevens, and Ryan Von Henschel, your top 10. And if you're just joining us, this is Milwaukee's best 250 at the Milwaukee Mile. And it's been a good one so far. Again, a little bit uneventful, as it were. But no doubt a good race. This is something that we've been looking to see from our guys here. We'll watch a battle for second between DeWalt and Fuller. Again, I feel like the first stage here at the Milwaukee Mile, so many unknowns going into this race of how the setup would be over time. I know in the practice session that I saw, or the private session I saw, that it was a little difficult with this Richmond setup. We also tried Gateway as well to see if that worked out. Some people preferred that. It was a little bit of more of a drivable car. Richmond, from what I've heard, is a little bit on the loose side. But the vote was to have that Richmond set up, and there you would have it. Mike DeWalt closing in on second place right now. Again, 24 of 250 complete as we cross the line to make it 25, or lap 25. Camaro, Camry. Two sharp-looking Toyotas. I gotta say, for the Xfinity series, the Toyota Supras are where it's at as far as design. They are sick. I mean, I guess all three manufacturer noses and the car, the body styles, I love them. Xfinity, I love a lot. The truck series I can get into as well. Next gen Cup cars, I don't know if I'm completely sold on the car design as far as the front ends go. I don't know. This has been where the action is. You see some overcast in the clouds there in turn 1 and 2. And then it brightening up into 3 and 4. It's definitely got to have a little bit of effect on the track temperature. But I'm no Einstein. Side by side, Mike DeWalt goes the inside into turns 1 and 2. Fuller's going to let him have it. Dakota Long right there, as he made up a ton of time. Perrin Huggins, as you see, just a little speck of dust in the screen going into 3 and 4. He is long gone. Mike DeWalt closes the door and takes second place. Take you around the track again with a crank it up sesh. Steady as she goes to the inside. We're staying alive inside. Dakota Long for third. Can he clear him? And he does. The recent battle here is we're 32 laps in with Milwaukee's best 250. It has been nothing but a good time so far. 0 cautions to speak of. Again, starting to see some overcast in 1 and 2. Beautiful West Allis, Wisconsin. Wisconsin State Fair Park. Milwaukee's hidden gem in the Milwaukee Mile. Again, NASCAR doesn't normally race here, but we said, who cares? Putting it on the damn schedule. Next week, it's going to be even crazier at Watkins Glen. I'm hoping for a turnout of 20. That would be awesome. But some tracks like these and road courses, they're hard to get. A lot of skilled drivers here that we have in our series, so no doubt we'll get a good number. Take a look around the track, see if there's anything exciting going on. See what Parrot Huggins is up to. Looks like he is lapping traffic as he's put Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. a lap down. Aiden Lund looks like he's next on the chopping block. Let's watch Parrot Huggins as he goes hunting for putting cars a lap down. Aiden Lund just giving way. Looks like his Wi-Fi is working well tonight. Taking the advice from a wise Brandon Phillips. Going to the nearest McDonald's and parking your sim rig right in the ball pit. Good for him. We didn't see that at all. Huggins making his way around 1 and 2. We'll give the leader some love. As he's been dominating. He has led every single lap of this race so far. I'm going to drink to that. Happy St. Patrick's Day to one Parrot Huggins. Woo! My wife makes a delicious alcoholic beverage called apple pie. Shout out to my wife. Yeah, Parrot Huggins, Mike DeWalt, Dakota Long, Nate Fuller, and Cody Johnson, your top 5. Sean Anderson, Ryan Von Henschel, Matt LaValle, Lucas Reed, and Jonathan Stevens, your top 10. Again, Steiner, 8 laps down, it looks like. I'm sorry, not 8 laps down. What am I talking about? Yeah, it looks like he's out. That is unfortunate for Steiner. See where Cody Johnson is. Let's ride along with Cody Johnson for a moment if we can. He's currently running in 5th. Out to the blimp cam. So you got Huggins, DeWalt, Long, Fuller, and Johnson, your top 5. Take a look at Jonathan Stevens running in 10th currently. Tracking down Lucas Reed. This is maybe where we want to sit for a second. As Parrot Huggins, as you can see, like a wild cheetah chasing down a toddler with some ice cream. Sitting duck. Gotta give Lucas Reed some love, our Daytona 250 winner. A guy who is very talented. Jonathan Stevens is closing the door ever so gently. He is getting up on that thing. But Parent Huggins is right there as well. Oh, and Stevens hits the wall. Don't know what happened there. But, that just got weird. Real quick. Parent Huggins and Stevens a lap down. Looks like we have some people pitting now. Huggins put Lucas Reed a lap down. That is a Boston Celtics car. I knew it.
10 car pit.
Lucas Reed pitting right now. Right around with Sean Anderson running in 5th currently. That is one sharp Coors Light, number 14. Tyler, I know you're out there in the chat. Can you explain to us a little bit what happened? We'd love to know. My apologies, I have a lot of windows open, so if I don't see it right away, it's not on purpose. Just I need a third screen. I'm coming to learn with this broadcasting biz. Dakota Long is now your new leader. Looks like Steiner's on the track, so he can't really talk to me. I thought he was out there for a moment. Looks like he is back on the track. That is awesome to see. Not sure what happened to him. We may have to back up after the race if I remember that. So Dakota Long, Cody Johnson, Mike DeWalt, Parent Huggins, Ryan Von Henschel. Looks like top 5, but that's all changing due to pit stops. Looks like, yeah, Huggins and DeWalt are in the pits and out. Dakota Long will be the leader as of right now.
Tyler, I'm pitting this down.
More pit stops to be had. Let them work themselves around. Hopefully these guys have practiced it because that is a tricky spot to get into. Looks like Long has done so.
Careful guys, I'm slow and 3 and 4 in the bottom out of fuel.
Looks like Nate Fuller is the leader. Mike DeWalt in 2nd. Dakota Long in 3rd. Parent Huggins 4th. Cody Johnson 5th at this moment. Fuller all over the back bumper of Lucas Reed. Goes the inside and will succeed. Coming up to lap 50. Halfway through stage 1. We'll have to pit one more time for the end.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, 250 miles is a long race. We got a long way to go. Glad to have you for sticking around here tonight. It's going to be a long one. Savage would say, cream rises to the top. Not going to do the impression because I'm not there yet as far as inebriation. If you're out there having some Jameson, salute to you. Enjoying your St. Patrick's Day. Nate Fuller, Mike DeWalt, Dakota Long, Perrin Huggins, and Cody Johnson are all having a good time. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Matt LaValle, Ryan Henshaw, Jonathan Stevens, Aiden Lund, and Lucas Reed, your top 10. Go for the blimp cam. There is the interval there a little bit between second and third. Check that out between Fuller and DeWalt. Give you a little bit of data. Something to work with. As I'm working through SDK, so happy to have this for our league. It has been amazing so far. You can see between Fuller and DeWalt just a little bit of difference in how they approach their line. Almost nearly identical. Subtle instances to how they take their turns. Looks like Matt LaValle sitting in harm's way. Two Toyota Camrys going at it like master and commander. DeWalt closing in on that fat bumper of Fuller. 24 and the 20. Again, we're only 56 laps in, so this is good to see good competitive racing, especially if they're going for stage points here. Nate Fuller, your leader right now. As far as my notes indicate, he has yet to win a stage that constitutes some points. So very important for him to get some stage points right here. Stage win would be amazing. Again, Fuller, DeWalt, Long, Huggins, and Johnson, your top 5. LaValle, Von Henschel, Stevens, Aiden Lund, and Lucas Reed, you're in your top 10. Sean Anderson, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., and Tyler Steiner. And then our 2 provisionals, Kevin Jordan and Andrew Keesay. Battle is right here up in front for the lead. Take a look around the track to see if there's anything else exciting. But it seems to be right here. Mike DeWalt is playing B-I-N-G-O. And Bingo was his name-o. Biding his time, hopefully saving a little bit more tire than his competitor in front of him, but he is closing in on that back bumper. Going to the inside. Not going to get him this time. We're going to back down a little bit. Again, a lot of people know stock car racing is a lot about patience. Pick your battle, pick your shots. Be opportunistic. And don't drive in over your head. Yeah, Mike DeWalt really has a good bead on turns 1 and 2. Really gets a good run. Nate Fuller taking that second lane away. Yeah, taking that inside line away, causing Mike to back up a little bit. Matt LaValle fighting for his life in 6 to stay on the lead lap. He auditioned for How I Met Your Mother as a young child, but did not get the part. Here they are. Nose to tail coming out of 3 and 4 is Fuller and DeWalt. South Carolina native is Fuller. Illinois native is DeWalt. Lap 64 of 250 going in the books here shortly. DeWalt, I'm thinking, is going to want to lead some laps as he is right on the bumper. He backs up a little bit going into 3, taking a little bit of a higher line. Slowly but surely, they're they're reeling Matt LaValle in. As Fuller and DeWalt battle it out for first and second. Let's see where Dakota Long is going into turn 1 and 2. Perrin Huggins back there in 4th. Cody Johnson and Tyler Steiner battling it out. Steiner possibly coming into some unfortunate luck. Not sure what happened to him. Maybe we'll have to ask him later. Ryan Von Henschel, haven't said his name much tonight, but he's been a top 10 driver all night. New to the Gears Cup Series, but happy to have him. Seen him drive in other leagues, and he's very talented. Glad to have him aboard. Back out to your leaders now. 67 of 250 in the books for the Milwaukee's best 250. If you've had that beer, I am sorry, but at least it gets you drunk. Mike DeWalt getting a good run off of 3 and 4, goes to the inside. He is going to challenge him into 1 and 2 for the lead. Maybe minimal contact there, but nothing pressing. As a good clean pass for first, he gets the door closed on that one. And Mike DeWalt is your new leader. And he's pulled out to a 2-car length lead. Definitely know that guy puts in the time. That is Mike DeWalt. So does Nate Fuller. Again, I think the championship is going to come down between Huggins, Fuller, and DeWalt. Just by the looks of it so far in this series, a lot can change. I know we've got some guys coming back here soon. Rumor has it, our champion from season 1, Keaton Sawyers, will be back here soon in an iRacing fold. Again, our Series 1 champion. Rumors are swirling of some people, potential big names coming to Gears here in the future. We'll see. Ask your mother. DeWalt is your leader. Looks like DeWalt, Fuller, Long, Huggins, and Johnson, your top 5. Let's turn it up. Huggins and Matt LaValle in your top 5. Ryan Von Henschel, Cody Johnson, Jonathan Stevens, Aiden Lund, and Lucas Reed rounding out your top 10. Again, less than 25 laps away now from stage 1. Again, they're going to have to make one more pit stop, so strategy really is coming into play here today. Instead of being given a caution to kind of reset things, get tires, and kind of having to race it out, a lot of it is now strategy. Preparation is key for this. You have not taken the time to do it. Again, a lot of these iRacers that we have in our league are very skilled as far as what they do with their strategy. But again, it's all a part of, you know, how much did you put into it? How many laps did you put into it? Understanding what can you do with 250 laps. Against stage 1 with 100 laps, you know you're going to have to pit twice. When do you do that? I, for one, have not raced on this track in the next-gen car. I believe I have briefly, but not enough to know. But as you see on your screen, you see who has really put in the time. Because of the pit strategy now, Mike DeWalt is ahead of the field by a good margin. I don't need to tell you. But the third place car is about to go a lap down. If nothing changes here, Mike DeWalt has a fast car, top two, not two, for tonight. Dakota Long has put up a good fight though in the long run. You've seen him kind of rise above. That is your second place car. Getting that cloud cover now, not really affecting the track as it did in the beginning. You saw that overcast. That has gone away, stepped aside as it were. 20 to go here for stage one. Again, nice clean racing throughout. This has been a great race to watch. And Nate Fuller's about to be put a lap down by Mike DeWalt, but he's probably going to have to pit here pretty soon, if I am thinking so. Got to be impressed with how DeWalt has driven his car in the flexible DeWalt number 20 Toyota Camry, making it rain on them hoes. We're good to go. And coming up on 15 to go. DeWalt's still going strong. Let's ride on board with Mike DeWalt. Riding along. Mike DeWalt had a great run here tonight. Dakota Long is slowly but surely catching him. But again, Mike DeWalt and Dakota Long are the only two on the lead. When we go to a stage break, Fuller will get his lap back. But that does not bode well for the rest of the grid here tonight. They can't stay on that lead lap. That's going to be tough. Dakota Long in second. As you see as the ticker rolls by, where your favorite driver's landing right now. Not much to speak of as far as action. A lot of battles. Ooh, this is a little bit good though. Let's take a look with Nate Fuller and Perrin Huggins. Sorry about that. Working on two things at once. As we are getting close to the end of the stage. Michael Walt out in front there with Dakota Long in second. Dakota looks like Perrin Huggins third. Nate Fuller fourth. Cody Johnson in fifth. Matt LaValle in sixth. Aiden Lunn in seventh. Sean Anderson in eighth. Lucas Reed in ninth. And Jordan Stevens in 10th. Looks like Mike DeWalt is pitting right now, opening the door for Dakota Long. 36 laps to go. All over Nate Fuller. Will that Raptor be able to cross the finish line to be the stage one winner? Some of these guys really have it figured out. Looks like Dakota Long is one of those types of people that can just figure this out. Getting close to stage one. And towards the end, you are looking at your leader, Dakota Long. Is he going to have to pit? My answer is no. And this is where the action is right now. Lap traffic. Mike DeWalt is trying to weave through. Couldn't pull off the stage one victory. Anything can happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. are coming towards the end of stage 1. Dakota Long. I love it. Winner of last week's race at Chicagoland at the High Point 200. Going to be consecutive back-to-back wins here as far as the race, and then stage 1 consecutively the following week. Knock on wood, and he's getting a little dust up with Nate Fuller going into the final lap of stage 1. Getting a little dusty and crusty, but it's going to be all right. Coming around turn 2 onto the backstretch of Wisconsin State Fair Park in West Allis, Wisconsin.
All right, Sean.
Being the Milwaukee Mile. Your stage 1 winner of the Milwaukee's Best 250 is going to be Dakota Long. Congratulations, Dakota Long, your stage 1 winner.
Cooking on fumes there, Dakota?
No, I'm good. Where's the caution? It's 101.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And there is the caution for stage 1. Congratulations, Dakota Long.
Stage 2 is only 25 laps and will become official coming to lap 126.
Again, congratulations to Dakota Long, stage 1 winner.
Hey, the
Trying to get some in-car audio with some of the drivers. See what I can get here.
Pace cars on the back, stretch, catch it.
And going through the stage 1 motions.
Cody, were you supposed to be the lap lucky dog?
Yeah, I was supposed to get the lucky dog, but for some reason it got up to Matt.
Alrighty. What's going on, Dakota?
Dude, I cannot get that some bitch brake. Sorry.
That's one way to work in your fresh tires. Hopefully you don't have too much damage there. Bunch up, guys. We're going green.
Looks like something happened to Parent Huggins.
And I'm a half a
Hopefully
track
he's
behind.
still on track, but a rumor has it he may not be. And we are off.
Green, green, green.
And green flag racing here. 25 lap sprint for stage 2. That'll definitely change some things. You're going to probably have to stop once here. 3 wide. We got some action between Jonathan Stevens and Sean Anderson. Mike DeWalt leading the way through turns 1 and 2. DeWalt, Long, Fuller, LaValle, and Johnson, your top 5. Stevens trying to make a statement and get his lap back, as is probably Sean Anderson. And almost dooring again is Stevens and Anderson. Again, both men 2 laps down. And Long, DeWalt, and Fuller, your top 3 for the moment. Again, I do believe something happened with Perrin. Hopefully he can get back on track here soon enough. Again, we do have some room here in the Gears Cup Series. All you need is a Z-Class license to join to race next-gen cars and compete in the Gears Cup Series. When you race with Gears, your home for championship racing lives here. Only on the Horse Boat Network. Glad to have them for the 2023 season. I will try to stream as many races as I possibly can. Got Dakota Long, Mike DeWalt, Nathan Fuller, Matt LaValle, and Cody Johnson, your top 5. Looks like Huggins has bowed out. He is out of the race. Von Henschel is out of the race. That is unfortunate. Again, this is going to be a 25-lap sprint. And then approximately 175 laps of green flag racing. Green flag racing here, hopefully the rest of the way. We've only had the caution, which is the stage 1 break. Again, Long, DeWalt, Fuller, Johnson, and LaValle, your top 5, with Anderson, Stevens, Lund, and Reed Fitzpatrick rounding out your top 10. Again, we have lost Parrot Huggins, Brian Von Henschel, and then we have provisionals of Kevin Jordan and Andrew Bisek. Long going inside for the lead is not going to get it. But a battle is on for the top 3. Hopefully whatever happened with Parrot Huggins has worked out. He can get back out on the track. But if not, wish him well and a happy St. Patrick's Day. One and 2 is clean for Mike DeWalt as he is your leader. Nate Fuller getting his lap back. And we have some trouble coming out of turn 2, and that's Dakota Long. And it looks like he will stop and be towed. That is unfortunate. That may have just cost him his race, because that's going to take a couple minutes for him to get it back around. Again, a lot of green flag racing here. The lap 114 out of 250 complete. Now it's DeWalt, Fuller, and Johnson, your top 3. Take a look around the track, see what we've got as far as battles go. Again, pretty spread out, like, you know. Put at the time. Even if you have put in the time and it just doesn't come to you, it's hard. This track is not easy by many standards. It's not typically on the schedule, especially for next-gen Cup cars. But it is a beautiful track. And that's where it's at here tonight. Milwaukee's best 250. Closing in on the end of stage 2. It is DeWalt, Fuller, Johnson, and LaValle, your top 4, with Sean Anderson, Jonathan Stevens, Aiden Lund, Lucas Breed, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., and Dakota Long, rounding out your top 10. Right along now with Nate Fuller and the gyro cam. Johnson, Matt LaValle, and Sean Anderson. Take a look from our blimp cam. Getting his lap back. Having a good run here tonight. I think he's figured some things out. But it was Baron Huggins' race to lose. But now that man in the 20 car, the Toyota Camry, Flex Volt DeWalt, number 20, Mike DeWalt. Johnson is on the track. Again on the lead lap. Looks like LaValle is as well now. Loving that blimp cam.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Looks like we have a caution, and that is going to be stage 2. Mike DeWalt puts one under his tool belt. Stage 2 winners, Mike DeWalt with Nate Fuller in second, Cody Johnson, Matt LaValle, and Sean Anderson.
Good stage, everybody.
Bigger question, how much time?
So it looks like from the admin team and race control, looks like we have about 48 minutes left here for this race. So it looks like we may not get the 250 laps in. Unfortunately, that was a mistake on our admin team's fault. But again, this is our first series on iRacing, which is no excuse. But it's human error. That's left up to us, and that's kind of what happened. Which is, I think, an excellent segue into, if you're interested in joining this league, we're looking for a few more drivers. All you need is a C-Class license. Again, the league ID number is 9223. Again, go ahead and apply from there. We do have a Discord. We will welcome you in. Shoot us an email, gearsracingleague@gmail.com. Would love to have you if you're interested in being a part of it. Again, when you race with Gears, your home for championship racing does live here. Let's get back out onto the track here. Again, Mike DeWalt, your leader, winner of stage 2. Nate Fuller, Cody Johnson, Matt LaValle, and Sean Anderson. Looks like they will get up to the front.
Perrin's gas pedal got stuck, so he had to leave.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. He was fast today.
And there you have it. Baron Huggins having a little bit of difficulty
Dakota
tonight.
had
That is
some problems, so he
unfortunate.
had to leave at 9:15.
That is definitely unfortunate for him. Fast driver. Hell of a driver. Looking forward to this final stage. Again, what you see is what you get. Looks like about 120 laps when we go green. Again, no cautions tonight. We've seen a couple of things happen, not constituting in cautions. Tempers are pretty calm here at the moment. Some unfortunate things have happened. Perrin Huggins, gas pedal issues. Tyler Steiner looks like with his connection here tonight. I think Von Henschel maybe just having a little rough go of it. Not sure what happened to him and don't want to speculate on what that would be. Again, Kevin Jordan and Andrew Bisek taking provisionals, as well as, I believe, Jonathan Militia. Noticeably not in the field tonight with his yeah. Usually we get that out of him here once or twice. Riding along now with Nate Fuller. Riding along with our leader as well, Mike DeWalt. Again, getting ready to go green. Pace car is off, and we are green flag racing. LaValle going on the outside to make
Can I
it
get a black flag clear for calling
three
this
wide.
pass? He wasn't at the field. I
Into
get a
turn
black
one.
flag to hold.
Looks like a request for a black flag removal. We'll see if that gets granted here in the race control.
Jump start much?
LaValle jumped. I don't know if that's going to constitute a penalty. We will see. Trying to get back on.
Restart was clean.
Again. Looks like LaValle is going to be your leader. The man himself. The MILF Hunter, number 61, Matt LaValle, in the Mobile 1 Ford Mustang. Going out here leading some laps in the late stages. Shout out to Matt LaValle. LaValle, DeWalt, Johnson, Fuller, and Anderson, your top 5. DeWalt closing in. Taking the lead easily is DeWalt. Cody Johnson now right there in third with Nathan Fuller and Sean Anderson. And there you go. You can see who's on the lead lap there. Looks like we got 5 cars. DeWalt, Johnson, LaValle, Fuller, and Anderson, your top 5. Johnson in that 08. Haven't talked about him much tonight. Was in season 1 of the Gears Cup Series. And he's back at it in the 08. And 115 laps to go to the conclusion of the Milwaukee's Best 250. Happy to have you along for the ride. Caution free besides the stage 1 and 2 breaks. Dakota Long winning stage 1. And Mike DeWalt winning stage 2 and your current leader at this moment. This battle up front all night long. Oh, looks like LaValle gets a little loose. Gonna give up some track position. Lucas Reed pounces all over that, trying to get his lap back. These 2 laps now. 4 laps. Who knows? Oh, Fuller getting a little loose out of 4, almost eats the inside wall on the front stretch. Saves it. Yeah, Reed is 4 laps now. Again, the more I do this and broadcast, the more I need a third screen. Again, you're looking at a battle between Mike DeWalt and Cody Johnson, with Nathan Fuller watching. Cody Johnson, I'd say, looking for a little bit of redemption. Was very dominant in season 1. Mike DeWalt looking to lock up his first win. Again, week 1 with Lucas Reed being your Daytona 250 winner, and then the High Point 200 winner of Dakota Long. These two guys have yet to win a race here. Will it be at the Milwaukee Mile? Who will Dolly Parton and the ginormous racing gods choose to win the race tonight? We will find out here in about 110 laps from now. Right along with Nate Fuller. Valley a little bit further away from the action. Go back up where the action is, and that's right up front between first, second, and third between DeWalt, Johnson, and Fuller. Nothing like a Fuller, Johnson, DeWalt battle. Cody Johnson, very successful on console, has a great I rating of a 4-point, looks like 3.31 A class, with an I rating of 4,031. Definitely worthy of attention. Current leader Mike DeWalt when racing looks like he's got a 4.69 A-class license with an I rating of 2236. That is very impressive. And competitive driving all the way around. Again, it's DeWalt, Johnson, Fuller, LaValle, and Anderson, your top 5. Nearing 100 laps to go. Has been the dominant force all evening, but pit strategy has cost him the stage 1, but he overcame adversity, winning stage 2. Cody Johnson getting loose off of 2, is gonna lose some track position. Nate Fuller's gonna close in like me on a meatball sub from Cousins. Cody Johnson again loose off of 4. Take a closer look at that as Fuller goes to the inside for second. Cody's just going to let him go on by. Let's ride along with Cody Johnson and see what's going on. Downshifting indeed. Looks like we learned a little something from our ride along with Cody Johnson. See if Nate Fuller does that. Let's ride along with him for a second and see what happens. Mike DeWalt, let's ride along with him and see what happens.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution.
I am told the 61 car spun. Looks like that's what happened there, so I do apologize. Nothing really to see as far as it goes, but it looks like he spun. Caused the game to cause, the sim I should say, did they call a caution there? So looks like more guys will get some laps back, so that's never a bad thing. But unfortunately brought a caution out with less than 100 laps to go. Strategy still in play. Looks like DeWalt and Cody Johnson will be on the front row with Fuller and LaValle in row number 2. Sean Anderson, Jonathan Stevens in row 3. Aiden Lund, Lucas Reed in row 4. And Robert Fitzpatrick and Tyler Steiner in row 5. Getting laps back are important here. Again, we had some unfortunate circumstances tonight for some of our best drivers, such as Parrot Huggins. Hopefully that issue can be corrected and fixed soon. Lights are off.
Green flag, green flag.
And we are back to green flag racing. DeWalt, Johnson, Fuller, LaValle, and Anderson, your top 5. If Mike DeWalt can get this right, he can definitely win this thing. He's been one of the fastest cars all night. Cody Johnson has arisen from the field. Has done a great job all evening staying out of trouble. Again, no real accidents to speak of. Jonathan Stevens kind of bounced off the wall once. That was kind of odd. We got that on live. But no caution. And then Matt LaValle spinning out here to cause the sim to cause a caution. Closing in on 90 laps to go. His line is pretty consistent throughout the run. If he's out in front, he's got that nice low line, but if he's following behind you, he kind of takes a lane up. It seems to do really well. Again, the Milwaukee Mile, not the easiest of tracks. I wouldn't say the most difficult track in the world, but definitely it takes a second to get used to, and some lap time definitely would help. Cody Johnson and Fuller battling for second. See that battle for fifth back there between LaValle and Anderson. Jonathan Stevens rolling around in sixth. He is currently a lap down, as is Aiden Lund. Again, next week we will be at Watkins Glen for the Rocket League 100 Boost. That will be a great event, and I expect a decent turnout for that as we roll on through the 2023 season. And 90 laps to go here at the Milwaukee Mile, just off I-94, Wisconsin St. Fair Park. Beautiful West Allis, Wisconsin, a suburb of Milwaukee. Again, early on in the race, we had a little bit overcast in turns 1 and 2, which you can tell kind of made cars a little bit too loose. But it has since passed and has been great ever since. Mike DeWalt, Cody Johnson, Nate Fuller, and Sean Anderson, Matt LaValle, your top 5. Jonathan Stevens, Aiden Lund, Lucas Reed, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., and Tyler Steiner in your top 10. Take a look up here up front. Nate Fuller battling, trying to get that second spot. Cody Johnson gives him the outside lane and says, suck it. Fuller making it work, though. Good run coming off a 2 for Johnson, getting right up alongside Fuller. Door to door, they tango. Mike DeWalt, looking in his rearview mirror, must be loving this sight. Nice battle all night long. Great racing by all the drivers so far. Hats off to you. Again, thank you to everyone in the chat. Out there lurking, racing, doing what you do. Providing some great content here this evening. Sean Anderson turning it on. Trying to get back up there and contend for the win. Folks, we may have been pretty much caution-free, but drama-free is the latter, as it has been action-packed here tonight. Ooh, looks like LaValle having a little trouble. Let's go back to Aiden Lund. Messing around with Robert Fitzpatrick. Show him some love here tonight. One of the youngest drivers in the field. I don't know why he had to say that, but apparently he felt like he should in that number 3 car. Love me some Aiden Lund. Daniel Jones still sucks. Robert Fitzpatrick letting him by. Jonathan Stevens trying to close up on him. Oh, Lund grinding like an R&B song up against the backstretch, causing Jonathan Stevens to gain some action, or gain some ground after seeing that action. Gonna make the pass a little bit easier for him, and he clears it. And that Nike car, the 22, looking fresh. Back out to Mike DeWalt, our leader. Let's give it, crank it up session. closing in on 75 laps to go. Mike DeWalt is your leader with Nathan Fuller, Cody Johnson, Sean Anderson, and Matt LaValle in your top 5. Jonathan Stevens, Aiden Lund, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., Lucas Reed, and Tyler Steiner rounding out your top 10 on this St. Patrick's Day. Continues the battle for second here between Cody Johnson and Nathan Fuller. Nathan Fuller took that over just a couple laps ago. It's too bad Dakota Long is out of this race. And Perrin Huggins, they were both very fast, very dominant. Perrin Huggins, first leg of this race, was very dominant. You thought he was just gone. He was just the runaway winner of this race. But as the Milwaukee Mile will show people, bad luck might happen. You just might have the worst possible thing happen at the worst opportune time. Some say collateral damage, maybe. I don't know. Cody Johnson and Nathan Fuller battling here for second place. Cody getting his bearings back and closing in on Fuller. As you can see, the more they go at it. Michael DeWalt is continuing to pull away again. They're going to have to pit here pretty soon, I would imagine. In that front stretch, a little bit tricky to enter pit road, especially multiple cars at once. Again, if you're hanging there with me, we're at the 2-hour mark. Have you along for the ride. They're going to race as much as they can. Due to time constraints, we may not get 250 laps in. So I think that changes things a little bit for this group. And let's get out the laps here. See how much time we have. Looks like 17 laps to go based on time. That is what we're going to receive. Looks like about 17 minutes and 30 seconds. It shows there we have about 17 to go. It looks like we have about 15 minutes to go, and it looks like here that's going to be that. Looks like about lap 200, I'm told, instead of 250. Again, Mike DeWalt has to hang on for that long between Cody Johnson, Nate Fuller, the top three there. Sean Anderson just in the realm of things. Matt LaValle, not really so much. But Mike DeWalt is your leader as it stands with less than 14 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Again, a lot like football. Soccer. Just want that time to tick down. Again, DeWalt has had a fast car all night. Won stage number 2. Dakota Long winning stage number 1.
Just to remind everybody, the race is official after lap 200. You have 15 to go.
You heard the man. We have 15 to go before this race is a fish. Definitely a minor inconvenience. But we have 13 minutes and 30 seconds to talk about it. Again, nobody likes winning an asterisk race of no other than 250 miles. But they're going to call it at lap 200. Keep that in mind as we go forward. Cody Johnson and Nathan Fuller battling for second. Cody Johnson turning it on late here in this race as we near the 10 o'clock hour on the East Coast. And he makes a clean pass and he's gone, and he is going after Mike DeWalt. Check out these Battleback finger rolls brought to by SDK. Cody Johnson is a man on a mission in that Silverado-sponsored Chevy Camaro next-gen NASCAR. Mike DeWalt going to be incurring some lap traffic here shortly with Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. in his sights. Next time around will be 10 to go for Michael DeWalt. Is he going to have to pit late, or can he hold out? Has he saved enough fuel? Did John Wilkes Booth even do it? We'll ask that question here if he wins the race tonight. Hopefully he has a moment to think about that. Cody Johnson trying to close in. Anything.
I will say hi to your leaders.
Thank you.
Nathan, let me know when you're getting up to me.
The wall coming out of turn 2 after putting Robert Fitzpatrick back down. He is your leader with 8 to go. Get Mike DeWalt, Cody Johnson, Nathan Fuller, Sean Anderson, and Matt LaValle, your top 5. Jonathan Stevens, Aiden Lund, Lucas Reed, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., Tyler Steiner rounding out your top 10.
Run by, fellas.
Fitzpatrick, being the courteous driver that he is, letting him go by. 48 car is definitely a classy driver, and we encourage that here at Gears. Cody Johnson have enough juice in the caboose to catch Mike DeWalt? He is trying to make a go of it. Trying to close in on the leader for try to steal a win for the Milwaukee's best. We're going to call it 200. DeWalt, Cody Johnson, Nathan Fuller, Sean Anderson, and Matt LaValle, your top 5.
Hey, race control. Are you going to count like 5 laps at the end, or?
Race is official upon completion of lap 200.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going over. My bad.
Leaders are on 196.
Again, we'll lap 196 inside of 5 to
That's
go.
5 to go, by the way.
We're trying to get Cody Johnson,
Hey,
or
I
he's
can
trying
count.
to get himself, Cody Johnson, to victory lane for the first time this season.
Even though I'm laps down, but I can count.
The man to beat is sitting right there in first. Coming up along a strobe light of Hayden Lund. Will that have anything to do with whether he gets out of this race alive? Getting close to the end. Cody Johnson is giving her all she's got. You can see him trying to close in. Do not believe it's going to be enough. What a hell of a run Cody Johnson has had tonight. Bringing the Chevy Camaros, the Chevy manufacturer of relevance here.
Two to go.
And it's 2 to go as we cross start finish line of Mike DeWalt. All they've got to go around here is one more time. He's going to have to see turn 2 one more time. Hayden Lund. Is he going to let him give way here as they approach the final lap of the Milwaukee's best 200? White flag is out.
White flag.
Comes out of turn 2. Mike DeWalt in the backstretch for the final time into 3 and 4. Like Barack Obama rocking on top of your mama, Mike DeWalt is going to win the Milwaukee's best 200 in the Gears Cup Series, cementing his first win of the season. Cody Johnson in second, Nathan Fuller in third, Sean Anderson fourth, and Matt LaValle in
Try and
fifth.
stand when your strategy gets cut off because the race goes short.
Aiden Lund,
Homer.
Lucas Reed, Robert Patrick Sr., and Tyler Steiner knocking out your top 10.
Quit crying.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Again, Mike DeWalt, your winner of the Milwaukee's best 200, again concluding due to a shortage of time. Lesson learned here tonight. As Mike DeWalt's going to do a little celebration. Give me a moment. We'll try to get in and get a word with our winner.
Hey, Cody, you on here, or are you guys all in the room?
All right, I am back with the Milwaukee's Best 200 winner, Mike DeWalt, cementing his victory here tonight in a hyphenated here series due to time. But Mike DeWalt, congratulations. I mean, you were dominant all night long, winner of Stage 2. Give us a little bit of a rundown how that went for you here tonight.
And the 18 and the 8, unfortunately, were dropped early due to whatever they had going on. I think the 8 had a gas pedal malfunction, but just fortunate to be able to pick up the pieces and be able to get up there in first and lead the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, after Stage 1, like Parent Huggins and Dakota Long, those guys really played the long game. You know, they kind of, you know, with the race being the way it was, it just seemed like it was in their favor, and then things just happened here. And you just came out with a bang there in Stage 2 and just kind of never looked back.
Yeah, track position was really nice, being able to go on the restarts. I kept like a second lead over second place throughout the run, it seemed like. Yeah, hats off to every driver in here that did a really good job to keep this race pretty clean on a really tough racetrack. Just really proud and glad to get the win.
Yeah, anybody else you want to give a shout out tonight? Maybe, you know, whoever.
Shout out to my mom and dad, maybe if they're watching. Thanks for watching.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations to you, Mike DeWalt. You're the Milwaukee's Best 200 winner. And see you here at Watkins Glen here next week.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Again, that was your winner, Mike DeWalt, the winner of the Milwaukee's Best 200, as he is walking away tonight with some great experience as far as that goes on these flat surface tracks. And hopefully here in the future, that's going to point well going into the championship. Again, next week, we're going to be in Watkins Glen as we have an action-packed race here ahead. We got some new drivers here to premiere that we're really excited to show you. And hopefully here next week, they will be here on tap. Again, thank you for watching. We can't thank you enough for watching the Gears Cup Series, and hope to see you again soon. Have a great weekend, and happy St. Patrick's Day.